Hello students, welcome to BioSmart Academy. In today's discussion, we continue our discussion series on CSIR NET November 2020 question paper. Okay, and we already discussed two part. If you not watch that two part, please go and watch that. I also put the link on the description box. Okay. So in today's discussion, we will going to discuss the third part of our discussion series. Okay, here we discuss some of the important questions both from morning shift as well as evening shift that basically has been asked. Okay, and another important information is that we will going to start free lectures on YouTube for CSIR June 2021. Okay, and that's why we want that please share our BioSmart Academy YouTube channel as much as possible, because these lectures are absolutely free and you will definitely get benefited if you watch all that lectures. Okay, so let's start today's discussion. Okay, so the first question that basically we're going to discuss is about the intrinsic kinase activity, that is which hormone does not contain intrinsic kinase activity. Okay, so the correct answer is the growth hormone. Okay, as it does not contain intrinsic kinase activity. Okay, EGF, epidermal growth factor, we all know that it contains intrinsic kinase activity. PDGF, that is platelet derived growth factor, it also contains intrinsic kinase activity. Insulin also contain intrinsic kinase activity. So the only hormone which does not contain the intrinsic kinase activity is growth hormone. Clear? Now another question is from lac operon, that when lac operon will be active. Okay, so lac operon always active when lactose is present and when glucose is absent, because we know that if glucose and lactose both are present, then bacteria always utilize what? Bacteria always utilize glucose. And what will glucose do? Glucose basically act as a catabolite repression. Catabolite repression. Clear? By inhibiting some of the important enzymes of the lac operon. So that's why it always inactivate the lac operon. So the correct answer will be lactose will be present and glucose will be absent. Then only lac operon is active. Now next question is that which factor bind on the 5' splice site. This question is basically come from spliceosome complex, and we all know that in the 5' splice site the factor U1 is basically bind. We all know that. Now the next question is from monoecious and dioecious plant. So first of all, you should know that what is monoecious and dioecious, and in this question you have to arrange the given basically name, or that whether it belong to monoecious or whether it belong to dioecious. Okay, so monoecious means what? That is having both male and female reproductive organ in the same individual, it is known as monoecious. And when both the male and female organ is present in separate individual, it is known as dioecious. Clear? And the monoecious will be the mango and dioecious will be maize, ginkgo and conifer. So this is the correct combination. Clear? Another question is came from cell cycle, that is the function of V1 and CAK kinase. We all know that V1 is basically what? It basically phosphorylate, but the phosphorylation is an inhibitor phosphorylation. What? Inhibitor phosphorylation. Clear? So we all know that. Okay, so that's why it is always inhibitor kinase and it is always a activator kinase. Clear? Next question. In this question you have to basically this question is very good and interesting question, and this question is basically came from transposon, or specifically you can say retrotransposon. Okay, here you have to identify the incorrect statement, that is the false statement, and this question is of 4 marks, and I think it came on the morning shift. Okay, so here the false statement, I just write down the false statement, is that lines are not capable of retrotransposon and it's dependent on science. So this is a false statement, because we know that if we look at the concept of retrotransposon, okay, just look at this. We know that is retrotransposon is basically, we know that two types, one is LTR and one is non-LTR. Non-LTR, okay. So what is this non-LTR? That is the presence or absence of long terminal repeats, okay. So long LTR is, non-LTR is basically divided into two, one is lines and one is signs. Clear? And we all know that lines are basically what? Lines are basically long interspersed nuclear elements, okay, and it contain both the autonomous as well as retrotranspositionally active element, okay, while sign does not autonomous, it is non-autonomous in nature. That's why sign have to dependent on lines for its enzymatic machinery, okay. That's why this statement is false. Clear? Now this is a last question where you have to identify which of the combination is correct, okay, and this question is came from you can say the pathway, that is photosynthesis, basically the photo, especially the photorespiration pathway, okay. So I just write down the two correct statement here is that in CAM pathway stomata remain open at night, okay. We all know that CAM pathway is basically shown by the desert plants, okay, that is cactus, okay, and desert plant have to conserve the water, so that's why they always remain their stomata closed during the daytime, while they always basically open their stomata at night. So this will be the correct combination. And another question, another correct option is about the phosphoglycolate pathway, okay, that is chloroplast, peroxisome, and mitochondria, okay. So glyceride is basically from here, and from here it moves to mitochondria where it forms 3-phosphoglyceride. So this is the basically option. So these are the two correct combination of this question. So students, I hope that you liked our lecture. We already discussed two parts of this question paper. If you liked our lecture, please share and please hit the like button. Please comment if you don't understand anything. We will meet on our next lecture. Till then, thank you.